When people think of Pennsylvania, they picture the old stuff: steel mills, coal towns, rust and smokestacks, a place that had its day 100 years ago and got left behind. So most folks do the same thing to Pennsylvania that they've always done. They drive straight through it on the interstate and never once take the exit. And that exit is exactly where the other Pennsylvania begins. Here's what those drivers never see. 2/3 of this whole state is covered in trees. Behind the old mill towns, there are green mountains, quiet rivers, and back roads winding past 100-year-old farmhouses on 10-20 acres of their own. Nobody's racing to move out here, so the prices stayed honest. And the property taxes are some of the lowest you will ever see in this country. I'm talking real houses where the tax bill runs a few $100s a year. This week that meant a grand 1903 home with over 3,000 square feet on 10 acres, a 100-year-old stone church with soaring ceilings just waiting to become somebody's dream home, and an old farmhouse, a whole house that works for $17,000. 10 houses. The top one runs $264,000. The last one comes in under $20,000. I'm Joseph, and I'm retired. Every week I pick a state and go digging through the listings until I find the ones worth showing you. And Pennsylvania quietly turned into one of my favorites. All that history, all those trees, and prices from another time. If you like what you see, subscribe to my channel, Tiny Bucks Houses, so you catch these before everyone else does. And keep an eye out for that stone church along the way. I still can't believe what it's listed for. We're starting up on a hillside on 3.5 acres, and the first thing you notice is the setting. Rolling green all around, and a picture-perfect line of trees, wrapping the whole property like a fence nature built itself. This one's a split level, custom built by its own owners back in 1981, and the folks who put it up clearly loved it, because it's been kept beautifully ever since. Brick and warm wood out front, a fresh roof only about 8 years old, and a driveway laid in brick pavers that gives the place real curb appeal before you even walk in. Step in the upper level and it's bright and welcoming. A living room with a big bay window pulling in the light, an open dining room flowing right into a warm wood kitchen, and every appliance stays. 3 bedrooms up here and a bathroom and a half, all on the one level, so you're living easy without a staircase in your day. But here's where this one gets clever. Head downstairs, and it's not some dark, unfinished basement. It's practically a second home. There's a whole other full kitchen down here, appliances and all, a big family room with brand new carpet, rustic beam ceilings overhead, a cozy propane fireplace, and another half bath. 2 full kitchens under one roof. Think about what that means. Room for grown kids, a private suite, or a space you rent out to help pay the place off. That kind of setup is rare, and here it comes built right in. There's a proper laundry room off the integral garage, so you drop your coat and your keys the second you're home. And out back, off the dining room, there's a covered concrete patio with a built-in brick grill, the wood-fired kind for feeding a crowd on a summer evening. There's even an old spring house on the grounds, a little piece of the property's history, with its own fresh water bubbling up out of the ground. Now, about the town. Johnstown sits right in the heart of Pennsylvania's Laurel Highlands, and this is some of the most beautiful mountain country in the whole state. You've got hiking, fishing, and rivers you can literally float down on a summer afternoon within 20 minutes of your door, 70-mile trails winding through the ridges, and skiing when the snow comes. It's a real town with a deep history and everything you need close by, wrapped in green mountains on every side. Add it all up, and you've got a lovingly built home on 3.5 private acres with 2 full kitchens, a fireplace, a wood-fired grill, and a spring house of its own. The kind of place that quietly does everything you need. $264,900. The next one is a reminder that sometimes the real value of a property isn't sitting inside the house at all. It's everything around it that makes you realize just how much you're actually getting for the money. Now step back about 100 years, because this next one is a real classic. A charming 2-story home from the 1920s tucked onto 7.5 wooded acres where the only sounds are the birds and the breeze. This is the kind of place they just don't build anymore, and the moment you walk in, you feel it. Beautiful original woodwork runs all through the house. The trim, the doorways, the built-in cabinets, the craftsmanship when people took their time. Somebody cared about this home, and it shows in every single room. Let's take a walk through it. You come into warm, inviting living spaces with rich woodwork and real character. The heart of the home is the kitchen, a galley layout with custom-made cabinets that will genuinely stop you in your tracks. The kind of work you can't order out of a catalog. Right off it, there's a formal dining room for the big meals and a cozy little eat-in breakfast nook for your morning coffee. From there, the living area opens into a private office or bonus room. Work from home, or make it a craft room, a den, whatever you need. And then there's my favorite room in the whole place, a heated sunroom, walls of windows, looking out over the town below. That's a lose a whole afternoon kind of room. Head upstairs, and you've got a primary bedroom that's a proper retreat. Its own private full bathroom, a walk-in closet, and even a cedar closet to keep everything fresh through the seasons. There's a second bedroom up here too, and with 3 full bathrooms spread through the house, nobody's ever waiting their turn. Down below, there's a full basement for all your storage and your workshop projects. And the whole home's been kept warm and solid with its own spring water on the property alongside the public supply. But honestly, as pretty as the inside is, this property is really about what waits outside the door. Step out and you've got your own private world. Beautifully kept flower gardens blooming through the seasons, a decorative fish pond to sit beside with your coffee, and a wooden swing tucked among the trees where you can just listen to the quiet. There's a covered carport set up for entertaining and outdoor dining, a welcoming side porch for the evenings, and 7.5 acres of woods wrapping the whole thing in privacy. And a practical note that really matters. A home like this is easy to actually buy. The sellers will look at all kinds of financing. This is not a cash-only deal, and for a lot of folks, that's the difference between just dreaming about a place like this and actually owning it. Now let me show you where this is. You're out in the peaceful countryside of south-central Pennsylvania, and you're not far from Raystown Lake, the biggest lake in the whole state. A gorgeous stretch of water folks drive hours to reach for boating, fishing, and swimming all summer long. There's a rail trail close by for biking and walking the old railroad grades and rolling wooded hills in every direction. It's quiet, it's green, and it's the kind of country where life just slows down a notch. So when you total it up, a character-filled 1920s home with original woodwork and custom cabinetry, a sunroom over the valley, 3 full baths, and 7.5 private acres with gardens, a pond, and a swing in the trees, all of it easy to finance, $238,000. The next one looks like a property that should cost a fortune just to keep, and then the tax bill comes in and completely ruins that assumption. Now this one is something special, so settle in. Picture a grand old home built back in 1903, standing proud on more than 10 acres, with a green metal roof and the kind of tall, handsome lines they only drew 100 years ago. But here's the twist that makes this one so rare. Somebody took this century-old beauty and quietly modernized it, so you get all the soul of an antique home without inheriting 100 years of problems. And it's big. Over 3,000 square feet of it. Let's walk in, because the inside earns every bit of that square footage. You're welcomed by a beautiful foyer, and right off it, 2 matching offices sitting across from one another, each with its own set of French doors. Perfect if 2 people work from home, or for an office and a library, or a music room. From there, you move into an updated living room, and then the showpiece, a massive eat-in kitchen with cabinetry everywhere you look, plus an oversized walk-in pantry that even has laundry hookups tucked inside. There's a full bathroom updated on this floor too. Head up the staircase to a grand open landing, and this is a nice touch. It opens right out onto a private balcony, your own spot for morning coffee above the trees. Up here you'll find a custom updated full bathroom, 3 good-sized bedrooms, and a generous primary suite with its own private ensuite. And it doesn't stop there. Above it all is a walk-up attic, unfinished and just waiting. That's future bedrooms, a studio, a game room, whatever you dream up. And a full basement below for the mechanicals and all the storage you'll ever need. Now the folks who fixed this place up were smart about it. They put in new gutters, fresh drywall, hardwood flooring, updated finishes, and here's the big one. Most of the electrical wiring has already been redone. That's the expensive, invisible work that scares people off old homes, and here it's already handled. For heat, you get real flexibility. Oil-fired hot water heat, plus an efficient wood boiler, so on a cold Pennsylvania night, you can burn wood off your own land and watch your heating bill shrink. And there's high-speed Fios internet available, so you're historic but never behind the times. Outside, the property keeps giving. 10-plus acres of rolling wooded land, a large rear deck and a covered patio, a detached garage and workshop for your projects, a storage shed, a fenced area with its own outdoor fireplace, and a little pond. That's room to breathe, room to build, and room to just be. Now let me show you where this is. You're up in the wooded highlands of west central Pennsylvania, real four-season country, where the hills roll on for miles and the towns are small and friendly. This is a land of deep coal country history, quiet back roads, and green ridges in every direction, with the recreation of the Laurel Highlands, hiking, fishing, skiing, and rivers, all within reach. It's peaceful, it's private, and out here your money stretches like it hasn't in decades. And now, here's the part I love. This whole thing, the grand 1903 home, the modern updates, over 3,000 square feet, 10-plus acres, the workshop, the pond, all of it. The property taxes run about $840 a year. A whole year for all of this. $234,900. The next one has something waiting just beyond the house that money can't buy once the property is built. And it's the kind of thing that changes everything. Now, if the last one won you over with its history, this next one's going to win you over with its yard, because somebody turned these 10 acres into a little slice of paradise. Picture a solid brick 2-story home sitting in the middle of it all, and then picture the grounds. Fruit trees you can pick from, a big garden plot ready for planting, a stone walking bridge, and a waterfall trickling away in the landscaping. This isn't just a house with a lawn. This is a home with its own private park wrapped around it. Let's step inside because it's warm and homey and ready to live in. You've got a big eat-in kitchen, and I mean big, 12 by 20, with room for the whole family around the table. A comfortable living room, and the real gem of the main floor, a heated sunroom, all windows, where you can sit with your coffee and watch the seasons change over your gardens. There's a convenient first-floor laundry too, which anybody who's hauled a basket up and down stairs will tell you is worth its weight in gold. Head upstairs and you've got 3 good-sized bedrooms and a full bath. Down below, the basement gives you even more room for storage, projects, or whatever you want to make of it. But let's get back outside, because that's the headline here. This is really 2 5-acre parcels selling together, 10 acres in all. And that second parcel comes with its very own water well already in place. Think about what that gives you. Room to expand, room to build a second home for family down the road, room to garden and roam, or just the peace of knowing all that green is yours. There's an outbuilding and a storage shed out there too, so you've got space for the mower, the tools, and everything else. Fruit trees, a garden, a waterfall, and 10 acres to call your own. For a lot of folks, that's the whole dream right there. Now, let me show you where this is. You're up in the northwest corner of Pennsylvania, gentle rolling farm and forest country near the town of Meadville. This is quiet, friendly, wide-open land, some of the most peaceful countryside in the state, dotted with creeks and woods and small towns where folks still wave from the porch. You've got great fishing and paddling nearby, big lakes within a drive for summer weekends, and 4 real seasons, green summers, gold autumns, and land that stays affordable in a way the rest of the country forgot about. Put it all together, and here's the deal. A solid brick home with a sunroom and first-floor laundry, on 10 acres split across 2 parcels with 2 wells, fruit trees, gardens, and a waterfall of its own. $219,900. The next one is the kind of house you hope to find after scrolling through 100 listings. Something you don't have to fix, compromise on, or talk yourself into loving. Just a genuinely great house. Now let's head into town for this next one, Because after all that open country, here's a home with real polish. Picture a classic white colonial with black shutters, the kind of house you sketched as a kid when someone said the word home. It's been beautifully updated inside. It's full of warm, natural light, and it sits on a surprising amount of land for an in-town home. Nearly 2 acres running back to a wooded hillside you can hike right up your own backyard. Step through the front door into a proper foyer and it opens up from there. The living room is the showpiece, big and bright with gleaming hardwood floors, built-in bookcases framing a decorative fireplace, and just a warm, settled feeling to it. There's a separate formal dining room for the holidays and a spacious kitchen with granite counters that flows right along. And then there's the sunroom. Sliding doors leading out to a patio with a canopy, so your morning coffee and your evening unwind both have a home. There's a convenient half bath on this floor too. Upstairs, the main bedroom is generous, with a walk-in closet plus 2 more closets. Real storage, which old houses don't always give you. 2 more good bedrooms and a full bath round out the second floor. And here's a little touch I love. A laundry chute that drops your wash straight down to the basement so you're not hauling baskets down the stairs. And the whole house has central air, which is a genuine treat this far north on a warm summer day. Out back, there's a big detached 2-car garage, 26 by 23 feet, with plenty of room for the cars and the tools both. Now let me show you where this is. You're right up on Pennsylvania's northern edge, and this is a special little corner of the state, a historic town literally surrounded by the Allegheny National Forest. Think 500,000 acres of woods, rivers, and trails right at your doorstep, with the Marilla Reservoir close by for fishing and paddling, and year-round recreation in every direction. It's a real town with its own proud history. This is the birthplace of the Zippo lighter, believe it or not. A university right here, and everything you need close at hand, all wrapped in some of the deepest forest in the east. Here's the whole picture. A move-in-ready colonial full of character. Hardwood, built-ins, a sunroom, central air, and a big 2-car garage. On nearly 2 private acres backing right up to a national forest. $185,000. The next one might be the easiest old farmhouse to say yes to, because all the work that usually scares buyers away is already done. Now here's a farmhouse with a story every smart buyer wants to hear. It's a classic 1901 2-story, sitting on almost 2 acres of open country up near the New York line. But don't let that old build date fool you, because the expensive part is already handled. And I'll tell you exactly what I mean. This home has a newer metal roof, the kind you put on once and never think about again. Newer windows, a newer furnace, a new water heater, and a remodeled kitchen with tons of cabinet space. All the big, costly, back-breaking jobs, the ones that scare people off an old house, they're already done. What's left is just your finishing touches, the fun part, the paint and personality part. Step inside, and you've got a real farmhouse layout with room to spread out, over 1,800 square feet, 3 bedrooms, and that freshly remodeled kitchen at the heart of it, with cabinets for days. It's a comfortable, honest home with good bones and brand new systems, which is a rare and reassuring thing to find at this price. But the summer fun is out back. There's an above-ground pool with a big wooden deck built around it. Your own private spot to cool off and soak up the sunshine on a hot July afternoon. There's plenty of open ground for a garden, and here's the detail that makes it a proper little homestead. It comes with a chicken coop, so fresh eggs every morning are yours for the taking if you want them. On almost 2 acres, you've got the room to live that country life for real. Now let me show you where this is. You're way up in the northern tier of Pennsylvania, right along the New York border, in some of the most beautiful and least crowded country in the whole state. This is the gateway to the Pennsylvania Grand Canyon, a genuinely stunning gorge with overlooks, waterfalls, and a famous rail trail running right through the bottom of it for biking and walking for miles. There's elk country not far off, trout streams everywhere, and endless state forest to roam. It is quiet, it is green, and it is about as peaceful as America gets. So let's tally it up. A solid 1901 farmhouse with a new roof, new windows, new furnace, new water heater, and a remodeled kitchen, all the hard work behind you. plus a pool, a chicken coop, and almost 2 acres right by the Pennsylvania Grand Canyon, $160,000. The next one is where the word unique actually means something, because this isn't a house that looks different. It was never built to be a house in the first place. Now this is the one I've been waiting to show you. In all the homes I've featured, I've never put anything quite like this in front of you, because this isn't a house at all. It's a 100-year-old stone church, built in 1925, and it's for sale as a blank canvas for the most one-of-a-kind home you could ever dream up. Just look at it. Real stone walls, hand-laid and built to last centuries. Tall, arched windows pouring light inside. And when you step through those doors, soaring ceilings with beautiful exposed wooden beams climbing up overhead, the kind of dramatic, wide-open space you simply cannot build new today at any price. Now let me be straight with you. This is a project, and it's a big one. It's a conversion, so right now it's open worship space and a social hall, not bedrooms and bathrooms. You'd be bringing your vision and turning this into a home from the inside out. But think about the canvas you're starting with. Over 3,000 square feet total, about 1,500 up in that stunning main hall with the soaring ceilings, and another 1,500 down in the lower level, which already has a full social hall with a kitchen and a bathroom roughed in. Picture a dramatic open-concept great room under those beams, a loft bedroom tucked up high, walls of that original stone framing your living room. For the right person, somebody with imagination and a little courage, this could be the most unforgettable home in the whole county. And here's the number that makes it real. Over 3,000 square feet of historic stone architecture on more than an acre for $149,900. That's about $50 a square foot for a building they could never reproduce. Just be sure to check with the local township on the zoning before you dive in, so you know exactly what your plans allow. Now, let me show you where this is. You're over on the eastern edge of Pennsylvania, right along the Delaware River, in the gorgeous countryside near the Delaware Water Gap. This is a scenic, storied corner of the state, forested ridges, the big river winding through, and the famous Appalachian Trail running right along the mountains nearby. You've got hiking, fishing, and paddling right out your door, charming small towns all around, and easy reach to the wider world when you need it. It's peaceful, it's beautiful, and it's the perfect backdrop for a home unlike any other. So here's the opportunity in front of you. A magnificent 1925 stone church, soaring beamed ceilings, arched windows, over 3,000 square feet, on an acre plus by the Delaware. A rare blank canvas for a truly extraordinary home. $149,900. The next one might be the safest bet on this entire list, not because it's flashy, but because there's almost nothing here you could regret buying. Now this next one brings us right back down to easy, because after that grand church project, here's a home you could move into this very afternoon. It's a tidy one-story ranch, nicely kept, sitting on a level lot with a fenced backyard, and the whole thing lives on a single floor. This is the kind of simple, comfortable, no-fuss home that just makes life easier. Step inside, and it's warm and welcoming. There's a spacious living room built around a cozy wood stove. That real, honest heat that takes the chill off a Pennsylvania evening and keeps your bills down all winter. There's a full kitchen with the appliances included, a dining area to gather in, 3 comfortable bedrooms, a full bath, and a handy laundry room so everything's on the one level, right where you need it. Nothing to renovate, nothing to fight with, just move your things in and you're home. And the backyard is where this one quietly shines. It's fully fenced, perfect if you've got a dog or grandkids or just want your own private space. And tucked back there is a spring-fed pond, your own little patch of water fed straight from the ground. Picture a covered front porch for your morning coffee and that peaceful pond out back for the evenings. There's also a 2-car attached garage and a big driveway with room for all the parking you could need. For $95,000, that is a whole lot of comfortable, easy living. Now let me show you where this is. And oh, you're going to like this one. Ligonier is one of the most charming little towns in all of Pennsylvania. It's got a picture-perfect town square, a real historic fort you can visit, and a beloved old-fashioned amusement park nearby that families have loved for generations. And it sits right in the heart of the Laurel Highlands, so you've got mountains, hiking, skiing, and trout streams all around you, with that sweet, walkable small-town life right at the center of it. This is the kind of place people fall in love with and never leave. So let's add it up. A move-in-ready one-level ranch, wood stove, 3 bedrooms, a 2-car garage, and a fenced yard with its own spring-fed pond in one of the prettiest towns in Pennsylvania. $95,000. The next one is where the price starts getting hard to believe. $40,000 for a real house, and there's more to this one than the number suggests. Now watch how far your money goes here. This is an old-fashioned 2-story farmhouse from around 1900, and the whole thing, the whole house, is listed at $40,000. And this isn't some empty shell. It's got a nicely updated eat-in kitchen with built-in wood cabinets, a big living room with an electric fireplace, and get this, even a main-floor office. There's a bedroom and a half-bath right there on the first floor, so you can live on one level if you like, and then 2 more good-sized bedrooms and a full bath upstairs. The windows are already insulated, and the sellers just put in a brand-new hot water tank. And with several porches and decks wrapping the place, you've got plenty of spots to sit outside and watch the day go by. There's one thing you need to know going in. The property doesn't have a septic system yet. But before you click away, here's the good news. It's already been approved for a sand mound septic system. So this isn't a mystery or a dead end. It's a known, permitted project. You bring in the septic, and you've got yourself a solid, updated 3-bedroom home on its own land for the price of a used car. Well, for the price of not very much at all. For a cash buyer who doesn't mind rolling up their sleeves on that one piece, this is about as much house as $40,000 can buy anywhere in America. Now let me show you where this is. You're up in the wild, wooded highlands of north-central Pennsylvania, and this is a genuinely special corner of the state. It's Pennsylvania elk country. That's right. Real wild elk roam these hills by the hundreds, and folks drive in from all over just to watch them bugle in the fall. You're close to the vast Allegheny National Forest, with trout streams, hiking, hunting, and some of the darkest, starriest night skies in the east. If you want quiet, wild, and wide open, this is the address. So here's the bottom line. A 2-story farmhouse with an updated kitchen, a first-floor bedroom, insulated windows, and a new hot water tank on its own lot in Pennsylvania elk country. A cash project, septic already approved, for $40,000. And for the final house, we're down to a number that honestly doesn't sound real anymore. $17,500 for a home you can actually live in. And here we are, the last house and the one that proves the whole point of this video. Because this is a real 2-story home, and it is listed for $17,500. Not a shed, not a shell, a whole house that works. It's been in one family for generations. All the utilities are on and running, and it even has an updated sewer system, so there's no catch waiting for you. And you get real house for it. An updated eat-in kitchen with wood cabinets and the appliances included, a separate dining room and a big, spacious living room with wood floors and windows framing a view of the city and the mountains beyond. Head upstairs, and there are 2 bedrooms and a full bath, both a good size, with room to settle in. And down below, you've got a full walkout basement, the kind you can turn into a workshop, a rec room, or just good dry storage, along with an attached pavilion out back, your own covered spot to sit and take in that view. It's honest, it's livable, and somebody just needs to walk in and love it again. We're right back where we started this video, tucked in the mountains of the Laurel Highlands. Green ridges, rivers you can float down in summer, trails and history all around, and a real town with everything you need close at hand. A whole 2-story home, everything working, updated sewer, a mountain view off the back, and property taxes of just $658 a year. $17,500. You just saw 10 Pennsylvania homes, From a custom-built retreat on 3.5 acres all the way down to a whole house for $17,500. This is the state everybody writes off as rust and coal towns. But get off the interstate, back into those green mountains, and there's a whole other Pennsylvania waiting. Land, history, and homes a regular person can still afford, with taxes from another century. Most folks will never take that exit. But now, you know it's there. The links, the photos, and the agent details are all down in the description. If one of these got its hooks in you, go take a closer look. And if you like what you see, subscribe to my channel Tiny Bucks Houses so you catch these before everyone else does.